Hey guys, I am Torchwood and today we are watching My Hero Academia. Now before you skip to the moment of the start of the video, I want to talk to you for just 2 seconds, okay? Just 2 seconds. You see these? Gone. No more notes. Fuck the notes. I mean, don't fuck the notes. Oh shit, my notes have literally exploded. The notes have exploded, guys. We've got rid of them all. Okay, what I mean is, during, you know the bit where it comes up with like the break sign? I will pause the video so I can write out some notes, which are all, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. And then I will carry on. So that way, it doesn't interrupt your viewing, because I know, like, everyone was, like, yelling at me and stuff, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So no more notes while watching the reaction. I hope that's okay. And then at the end I'll pause it before I talk to you guys about it and just write some notes. So yeah, last week was incredible. I've got my coat on because I'm fucking freezing, I'll be honest with you. And it started off in a very different position to what we thought we were going to start off with. That sounds like sex. Okay, moving past that. We started off with Momo and Drew and Kiriyami. Why are that fucking notes? What's his name? What's his fucking name? Where's his name? Where is it? I've mixed up all my notes. Where is his name? Where is his name? Kirinami? Kirinima. Kaminari! Okay, so totally not right at all. And Kaminari faced off with Skullface, who I've called Skullface, because he was jamming. And his power was pretty cool. He was not only a shocker, but he was also jamming. And not like, you know... He was more like, I'm sorry, your call can't get through right now. Please try again. I'm sure everything is fine. It wasn't. And Momo and Jared tried to get through the hostage situation as best they could, and Jared almost got him with her earplug jack, but it wasn't good enough, and he saw what was happening, and yeah, they were up into some shit. On the other hand, Shigaroti proved that he was not only a badass, but also a bit of a bitch. But we'll come to that in a bit. And he and Purple Fat Guy, Kirigami or whatever. I'm shit at names, I'm so sorry. If there's too many names now, I'm like, oh, what's your name? What's your name? I'm so sorry. But basically, him and the Purple Fart were like going to take on All Might themselves, like they can do it, they can't beat them, and they basically charged him. And then friggin' Izuku was like, no, motherfuckers! He like jumps up, he like pushes his hand, he's like going for it, and then out of nowhere, Shigaraki must have spotted him. Pushes his hand through the purple fart, through a portal, to grab hold of Izuku's face as he's coming towards Purple Fart Guy. And I'm never going to stop calling him that, so I'm so sorry. And basically, it was like, and this is like, Izuku's like this far away from having his face melted off, which, you know, would suck ass. And then just bullets just riddled him. And the teacher showed up, and it was so badass. Everyone was like, there was one guy like, he took out Jammer Guy, he was like, bang, straight through the, well, not straight through the head, I don't think he killed him, but it would have been funny. But like, he riddled Shigarori with bullets at one point, it was pretty cool, but we'll come to that in a little bit. But I like how Cementos showed up, and like, the villains escaped and everything, and I like how All Might was like, you actually saved me. It was you. If you hadn't bought me those valuable moments where Shigarori turned and was like, I'm gonna stop you instead, then they would have got to All Might before the teachers could have shot the shit out of them. And it was pretty impressive, to be fair. I was impressed by the graphics, by the animation, and just by the arrangement of powers as well. I like seeing new powers, so for me it was a lot of fun. And Shigarori's like, I will have my revenge, I will, and he just got shot to shit even more. It was like, shut the fuck up. It was quite funny, to be fair. Not in like a hilarious way, but in like it's just like you acted like this really badass villain, and then just like shot to shit, and you got no answer for that. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, and then I love Cementos, and I wrote on the tin, which basically says its name's, you know, the name's on the tin, it does what it says on the tin, you know what I mean? Like, he makes cement, and he can master cement, which is great for the jungle they're in now, yes, not the, sorry, what do they call it? They call it the something jungle, don't they? I can't remember. Concrete jungle. Oh, fucking moron. And then I wrote Kirishima and Deku I ship it, because he was like running to me, was like, oh, are you okay, dude? Are you okay? And I was like, Chip! But it was really fucking funny because Smell was like, why don't you stay back? And All Might was like, oh my fucking god, that was too close. It was so great. It was really great. And he was like, and I love the dynamics of everyone now. I really do love it. And I like the sort of the thought that, you know, one day Izuku's going to be facing stuff like this, and he's going to have to face down villains like that and stand his ground. Hopefully not as weakened as All Might, and hopefully able to control the form forever. But he really will be, you know, he will be having to, yeah, stand up and say, no, I can't let you do that, yeah. Nomu was found and arrested, which was really cool. I thought he was dead because he got punched a real long fucking way, but he wasn't dead. So yeah, Shigaraki was like just laying on the floor, covered in blood, and the voices were saying, "We've exposed some weaknesses. Yes, exposed some weaknesses. Yes." And I think one of those is Shigaraki's father. Definitely, because he was like, "Father, you were right, Father. He has got weaker and stuff like that, but he is fast as well." But literally, like the Purple Fox was like stood there listening, and Shigaraki's just on the floor bleeding out, and no one gives a shit. They're just like, "Nah, fuck him." But I think it's going to be interesting to see. And they even said the League of Villains wasn't their real name, which I think I'm very glad about, because that would be a dumb fucking name. Like, ooh, who are you with the League of Villains? Oh, I wonder if you're good or bad. Ooh, mwah, mwah, mwah. Jeez. So I'm glad that wasn't, yeah. I loved despite how much I hate Laser Beam Dick. Jeez. I loved how he was like, do you want to know where I was? Do you want to know where I was? Where were you? You'll never know. I love how he does the creepy face at the camera all the time. Like, in just certain shots, everyone else will be doing stuff, and he'll just be like looking at the camera. I've noticed that. It was pretty fucking funny. I'm really worried for Aizawa. Like, the dude got his face caved in. Like, I hope he'll be okay. They were like saying stuff about his eyes and not sure if he'll be able to see. If you can't see, his powers are fucked. He may as well be quirkless, because that's just messed the fuck up. But for a guy who does stealth and works at close range, he did a fucking good job. Like, legit, he took out so many heroes. I was so impressed. It was just sick. And I loved how he combined. I love how he combined. Not only his taking away powers, but also his bandages or his strips or whatever you want to call them, tape or whatever. And his prowess in fighting. I loved how he combined all three to make himself go from being a hero who doesn't fight multiple enemies at once to a hero who definitely can fight multiple enemies at once, until a giant dude with his brain out, you know, just starts slamming. FYI, if you want to really fuck Nomu up, just take out his face, just take out his brain, just like pull it out. And then, you know, what's he going to do then? You just pulled out his brain. There's not really much more to say. But you would think, actually, that would be the greatest weakness of him. His brain is literally right there. You'd put some skin over it or something, wouldn't you? Just to, like, protect it a little bit. But no, it's just like, oh, when we were designing this giant monster, we thought, we'll tempt them with this weakness, the brain. It's kind of a big weakness. And no one's gone for it yet, and I don't know why. But no one definitely lived, yes. And I want to know what's Kachan's thinking at the end there, where he's like looking and he's like thinking about what happened in there and how I suppose he didn't freeze, but he sort of didn't step up the same way Izuku did in the end. And I imagine that's going to play on his mind a little bit, I think, probably. Yeah, we met the detective, who I don't really know much about, but I'm intrigued to see what his character's all about next season. This season, sorry. And yeah, I liked how we got to see what happened and where everything's going, and I can't wait to see what season 2 brings. I feel like it's going to bring some really awesome stuff. I've heard some awesome stuff about season 2. No spoilers, but I just heard it's really cool. So yeah, I can't wait for 201, and I don't know if they call it 201 or if they call it like if it'd be like episode 14, but I'm going to call it 201 because it's easier for me to, like, you know, reaction stuff wise, yeah. But this is going away until the end of the reaction. I'm probably going to take my coat off in a second, so I won't film that. But thank you for watching. I love you all. I've been Torchwood, you've been awesome. And this has been No. That's the ending. We're just about to watch the video. It's because I'm going out and then I'm going to come back and react to it. That's why. So I was just like getting, oh wow, I just did the intro and then, wow. Well done, Alex, yeah. Okay, well I'm going to go out now and then in like 2 seconds you're going to be able to watch the video. Isn't that great? I'll see you in a minute. Okay, let's start the show, shall we? This is My Hero Academia. This is Season 2, Episode 1. Let's go and I'll click the record button, because if I don't click the record button, guys, this is going to be odd reacting without any writing notes, but it's okay, because I better get my notes out actually. Good idea, Batman. And then I can write them when we get to the halfway point. Don't worry, you won't see it. It's fine. I'm doing this for you, because I love you guys so much. I really do. You're one of my favourite audiences, to be honest. So, let's go. It's that.
People who guided me and supported me. I am here now. On my way.
What the fuck is happening? Oh boy.
My dream is becoming a reality. And though I've had setbacks, I keep pushing forward. My journey is just beginning. You see, this is the story of how I become the world's greatest hero.
Interesting. Very cool opening sequence. I like it. Oh, yesterday.
According to new police officials, the criminal forces call themselves the League of Villains.
Managed to save the life of a classmate.
And his true love. I'm sorry.
He had to do something.
He did.
I feel like watching this young man spring into action taught me something that day. And it reminded me of the virtues I must embody in order to call myself a pro.
Awesome.
Until then, please take care of yourself as the seasons begin to change. I'll continue to keep you updated about what's happening.
I wonder if he was...
So, Toshinori has found a worthy successor.
Toshinori. Could be in his teens.
That might be true, yes, but strategically it was foolish to reveal his quirks up front instead of keeping them a secret.
Agreed.
Shigaraki made wild, immature claims, but did so
He's
with
young.
a straight face.
He's very young.
Known like he was some kind of a pet.
Yeah.
It seemed like he'd never been told no before. Like he thought things would go his way no matter what.
Cold. I'll be right there. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, I love his mom. Wow.
New muscles need lots of fuel. You guys, did you watch the news last night?
You're kind of crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Get over
True now.
yourselves. The
Exactly. Thank you, Jared.
was attacked, and that's what they care about.
Yeah.
Who knows what would have happened to us if the teachers hadn't shown up?
You'd have been fine.
Say that! I'm gonna
No, you'd have died.
thinking about it.
Ah!
Did you guys see all my fighting the first time?
Yes!
Zal was still in the hospital recovering from his injuries.
Morning, class.
Oh my god.
Whoa, what a pro! Mr. Aizawa, I'm glad you're okay.
Okay.
All that? Okay?
It's true though.
What's more important is that your fight isn't over yet. Security compared to past years.
And you look like shite. You should be back in the hospital.
All students at UA.
And maybe sitting down.
Something we can cancel because of a few villains.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but why not? It's just the sports festival.
Huh? Minetta, don't you know how important this competition is?
Of course I do. I just don't want to get murdered.
Our sports festival is one
That'd
of
be
the
a
most
real
important in
shame.
the entire world.
Actually, that's probably where you're headed.
Oh!
It's
Bit
true
hard.
that joining a famous hero
The best
will
genius?
garner
I don't know who that is.
experience and
En-
popularity. That's why
Endeavor?
the festival
No.
matters.
Something.
If you want to go pro one day, then this event could open a path for you.
She's so mean to him. I love it. She loves it.
Well,
I ship it.
of course we are. We enrolled at this school with the sole aim to become heroes.
Exactly.
Naturally, we're all getting fired up.
Kenya, what are you doing? Don't do that. No, no. No, no.
You have
Ida,
to be
no.
excited too,
Ida, no.
Midoriya.
Well, yeah, of course I am.
You, Sue.
Everyone, I'm gonna do my best!
Yeah, okay.
I said I'm gonna do my best!
Okay.
You okay? You look like you're losing it.
Now that I think about it, there's something I've been meaning to ask her.
I'm gonna do my best!
Okay, she's losing it. Legit.
Greedy, You
No.
have such admirable motivations.
No, fuck that. I get it.
Not at all.
Although I want to be a hero to be a hero, to be fair.
Which is a perfectly admirable ambition.
And that is very true.
It's just kind of surprising.
Well,
It is surprising a little bit, I suppose.
a construction company.
I really appreciate the thought, Ochaco. But as your dad, I'd be even happier if you achieved your own dream. That's the way to make us happy.
Oh,
And if you do
Ochaco.
make money, you can take us to Hawaii.
Yeah! To Hawaii. Oh, Ochaco. She wants to make him happy.
I'm gonna become a pro.
Yes,
I'll
you
find
are.
an agency and
Yep.
plenty of money. Then I'll be able to let my parents have an easy life.
Aw, you admiral girl.
Oh, lucky.
Ooh, what are you thinking, Todoroki?
Isuku Midoriya, huh?
Ooh, Todoroki's planning, I love it.
Yeah, that's about how long I can use my power now.
50
Or
minutes?
did it too many times. The entire country will be watching very closely. I want you to think of this sports festival as your debut.
Hell yeah.
You're the fledgling symbol of peace. The
You're gonna
next
kick
All
some
Might.
ass.
Izuku Midoriya.
Oh,
I want
fuck
you to
yeah.
introduce yourself to the world and proudly say, I am here.
Fuck yes. Ooh! Leaving the boys in the dust. I love this. This is beautiful. Okay guys, well that was an amazing Season 2 premiere. I loved it. I really loved the... I wish I could show it, but I don't think I can with the music, but I really loved the end credit scene with all the girls. I loved that. I just absolutely adored that. It was all the girls and they're like overtaking the boys and chasing away, and it was just loads of pictures of like Sue, Invisigirl, whose name I can remember, Momo, Jiru, Ochaco, and there's another, I can't remember the other one. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, the pink-haired one, whose name I don't remember, but she always bullies Laser Dick Boy, and I love it. But that was such a great episode, to be honest. I really adored it. There was a lot of fun in it. There was quite a bit of heartfelt moments as well. I love the new opening titles, and I adored that as much as I adored the end credits. I love how the show progresses. It reminds me of Ruby in that way. I don't know if do all anime do that? Do they all have new opening titles each season? Because I really do like that. I really do like that. And I love the end credits, so I'm going to have to go download that on iTunes. I don't know what it is, but I will go look for it, and it's beautiful. So we start off with the investigation into what had happened, and the detective was talking to all the teachers basically while they were sort of explaining on the news. We also saw someone All Might called his old mentor, so I don't know whether that was the previous one for All, the one who had the power before, and All Might ate his hair, or what. But I definitely was impressed by... I just like that whole scene from the news, how it all progressed over in it with the letter and everything, and I wonder who he was talking to. Obviously someone he definitely trusts. I wonder if they were on that thing where it said, there's a group of people who know I'm failing, and this is one of them. I wonder if that was in the silhouette in Season 1. They might not have got that far, but I don't know. I would think they would have, because they're going off the manga, so I'll need to go back and check that out. I think it'd be really cool if they did include that, or him. Now, I love the Shigaroti theory they're coming up with, that he's not actually a 20 or 30-year-old, he's actually just like a 16, 17, 18-year-old teenager, young adult who... a bit of a spoiled brat from what we're being told and what we're being, dealt with. And like I've always been saying, in that one scene he exclaims what his father said, "You're right, father, he is fast." And that really does make me question, maybe he obviously isn't the brainchild behind this, but maybe he is truly just another pawn with an extremely powerful power, but maybe he is the sin to whoever's controlling Salem. Sorry, I'm using a lot of Ruby references. It's the only anime, other anime I watch. So, and some people are like, "Is it an anime?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to call it an anime, so find me." But yeah, they were all trying to discuss, like, it would make a lot more sense if he was a younger teenager who perhaps wasn't on record and stuff. And I like that. I like that a lot. Like, I like how these... Because you've seen like a lot of TV shows and stuff, like detectives take like 45 minutes to work out something, and like the fifth last 50 minutes arresting someone. It's cool to see that they're actually playing it quite smart and actually thinking of all the possibilities. And I can't wait to find out who Shigarati is and who he's working for and everything, but that will come in time. So yeah, where was I? Sorry. Izuku's gone back home. He went back home for a little while because school was closed after the attack. It took place a day after, which I was surprised. I thought they'd go a few months after, but only a day. And he's watching the same video he was watching in season 1 as a child, and it was like, oh, my tear, and usually there's some emotion to it, but this time he was just sat, like, he had his knees up to his chest, and you really saw that he is feeling the pressure now. He's feeling like he doesn't know if he can do it, he doesn't know if he can win, he doesn't know if he can be successful, and I get that, I understand that, you know, there's a lot of pressure, especially living up to someone who you see as your role model and trying to take on what they believe, because, and what they represent as well, because you always want to be them, but then the moment it comes where you can be them, or you have the potential to be them, it's a big step up for him, and I think that's a very interesting role that Izuku's going to have to play. But he was still training, he was still building, he was building to be better, he was building to be stronger, he was building to control his power more. He's got like one bandaged arm, his legs are fucked, but he's still, you know, going for it, and I really appreciated that. Eventually we came back to class, and I think Kachan telling Mineta to shut up was amazing, but I think that even better, well, apart from Tenya running in the class going, everyone sit down and be quiet, we're all sat down. It was such a real moment, you know what I mean? It was such a like, wow, that would actually happen in class, like that's the thing, and Tenya would be like, oh, and he just went and sat down. It was so funny. And Aizawa lives, everyone, and he can see, which I'm very happy about. We weren't sure whether he was going to get his eyes back or not. Or he told me wrong, he should be in bed resting, but because he's fucked up. But he's a pro, and he gets up and he does his job, and he deals with the shit. And I was really appreciative of the fact that Aizawa came back so quickly to sort out these miscreants, because let's be honest, they need it, don't they? Don't they? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. They need it. They really do. But yeah, Kachan telling Mineta to shut up was just like, oh, thank you. So this UA Sports Festival, I'm excited for this. I assume like they're going to be fighting each other and shit. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. I kind of agree with some of the class, like, are you sure that we should be doing this at this point? But I guess so. I guess that they're ready, and I can't deny that, you know. I can't say, you know, hold off, because I suppose that's like letting terrorists win, and you should never let terrorists win. So I like it a lot. I like that. Yeah, I appreciate that, to be honest. I appreciate the fire to continue despite all what's happened. Even if I would myself be a little bit like, jeez, but yeah. Mineta doesn't want to die, he said. Well, oh well. But they get recognised by scouts here, and I think that's pretty cool. And everyone are really good. I love Jiro v Kanimari. I just love it. I love the just her constant like ripping into shreds. It's just brilliant. He's like, oh, it's totally how people are with me at work, and it's so funny. Just like, you love them, but you also could kill them at the same time, and it's really funny. But Ochaco was on it. She was like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna do it, and everyone was like, right, okay, right. She was like, yeah, I said I'm gonna, okay, you okay? It was brilliant. But then it was kind of sweet finding out why she wanted to help her family and why she wanted to actually be here. And she was like, at first for money, I was like, that's a bit sharp. And then, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You want to look after yourself, that's fine. And, you know, money gives you the opportunity to not worry about money, so it's great. But I love the fact that she just wanted to help her family, and she wanted to take them to Hawaii and stuff, and just look after them. I love little Ochaco, and he was like, just adorable. He's like, I look after you, and she's like, no, I'm gonna look after you. And bravo! 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 Oh, Tenya, never change, but please change. It was just so strange. And so All Might showed up. He was like, "Want to go for lunch?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll go for lunch." I was like, "Oh, it's so cute." And I love that. I love that dynamic that Izuku and All Might have now. Like, they're all like, "You want to go for lunch?" Yeah, sure. And I love that we also heard All Might's name, which I didn't write down. But I did like that. I did like that we heard his name. And we probably heard it before, but it's the first time I've really picked up on it. Now, All Might can only hold his form now for about 50 minutes in fighting, and about an hour and a half, did he say, an hour and 20 minutes in, like, just normal form, which is crazy, you know, it's absolutely insane. Understandable, but insane, and it's just like, damn. I am a little worried for him, to be honest, because it just seems like especially working at the school, he's taking on a lot, and he needs to slow down. And the villains definitely are noticing. Like, those villains knew. Who else knows? You know what? I'm sure they don't just keep it to their circle. If someone can take out All Might, then that's what they all want. But Izuku's getting ready, and he's almost there, and I believe he really is. And I think that we're going to see a real sort of difference in him going forward. I think he's going to do really well in the UA Festival. I don't know who will win, whether it'll be him, or Todoroki, or Kuchan, or Sue, or Ochaco, or Tenya. But I think it's going to be insanely good, and I can't wait to see the fights. I hope we get to see more fights than we did in, like, the episode where they all had to, like, be heroes and villains. I hope we get to see more fights than that. But yeah, and then the end credits started. I was like blown away by the end credits. I loved it. I just loved seeing all the women led by Ochaco. I just loved it. I loved it so much, and it was so cool to see something so unifying and brilliant. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed no note taking. Well, I did take notes. I just paused the video and then took notes and then started again. So you just didn't see that. But it was a lot of fun. And I've had a blast with this, so thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I have been Torchwood. I will see you next week, very shortly. On Patreon, don't forget, you're a week ahead. But on YouTube, I will see you next week as well. And have a lovely day, wherever you are in the world, or have a lovely night or a lovely morning.